So, good morning. So, good morning, on all. Uh, Today we are going to see about how to build a chatbot with GUI, okay, graphical user interface. Today, before we are going to this session, I like to introduce myself. My name is Kamalesh. I am from Pantech Solution. I am working under projects like past 3 years based on machine learning, deep learning, and AI. So today we will see about how we can develop uh, simple chatbot, okay, using some data sets. Okay, so before we go into this session, I like to introduce the college that the respected college conducted this hosted this webinar, Velammal Engineering College, Ambattur, Chennai. So thanks for this webinar. The program is organized by Department of Information Technology, IT department. So Velammal Engineering College and respected department, thanks for this program and giving this golden opportunity with Pantech e-learning. And then I have to give special thanks to convener and coordinator. The convener is who is that? Dr. Jiva Kajiravan, okay, HOD and HOD of IT department in Velammal Engineering College, and coordinators Dr. S. Ahmad Ali, AP3 IT VEC, and then Mr. K.R. Mohan Raj. Okay, so thanks for these 2-3 persons to for this webinar. And then about this webinar, we need to design a simple chatbot application using ML and DL approach. And then once again, thanks to Velammal College and department and convener and coordinators. Okay, thanks for this webinar by Pantech e-learning. Okay, so let me enter into the session. This session has some these are the contents we are covering in this session, like libraries and data. Okay, so first we are importing some libraries, and then after importing libraries we will see about what is the data we are using, and then we will type the code and training the chatbot. After training the chatbot, deep learning model we are implementing. After implementing the deep learning model, chatbot GUI. So in this session I am not tell about GUI. I want to tell about how to train the algorithm. Okay, how we have a data set of JSON file. Using those JSON file, how we can develop and train the JSON file and build one model. After building one model, how we can connect the chatbot GUI, and then how it's working. Okay, so this is the thing we are going to see about. For this purpose, I am using a Jupyter notebook to build a model. After developing a after build a model, I will connect the model to my GUI part, and then I will run the code. Okay, so here I will directly open the already opened the Jupyter notebook. So here we are having an chatbot. Sorry, in this folder only I want to build a model. Okay, so before we build the model, you can see here I am having a chatbot GUI Python code. Okay, so I have already code for GUI, so I will just tell you how we can connect the GUI part. Okay, and then after GUI, you can see here I have a JSON file. Okay, so I will show you the JSON file to you. Okay, see here. So this is my JSON file. Okay, so we have a class of intents. Okay, within the class we have tag, patterns, and response and context. Okay, so tag is nothing but the tag is respect to greeting, means what are the patterns will be there. Okay, so like what user will be give, like hi there, how are you, is anyone is there, hey, hello. Okay, so like this some words user will be give in this pattern, means what chatbot want to respond. Okay, so like, hello, thanks for asking, good to see you again, like that. They randomly want to pick from these answers and it will be displayed. Okay, so here I'm having some goodbye, thanks, and some of the drug adverse tag and blood pressure level, blood pressure search. Okay, so I'm having some tags, and based on the tags I'm having some questions and answers. Okay, so this is the thing, this is the our my data set. So if you want means you can change the data set also, whatever you need. For if you want to build a chatbot for like for college purpose or any other hospital purpose. Okay, so you can build the chatbot based on your questions. Okay, so here I'm just having a data set up like this only. Okay, so about data set is this one only. Okay, so after this I will move on to Python 3 file. So Python 3, I'm loading my Python 3 file. Okay, so I'm having a intent.json file and I'm having a chat GUI file. Okay, so I'm creating a new Python untitled Python file. Okay, so if you see here, I'm now only I'm created. Okay, so here you need to import some packages. Okay, so what is our main aim? To build a simple chat bot. Okay, so to build a simple chatbot, this is our aim. Okay, so what I want to do means, for that purpose I need some packages like import nltk. Okay, and then import pickle. Okay, so pickle is nothing but to dump the model. Okay, to dump the model. Okay, so after I am training the model, I want to dump the model using pickle. Okay, pickle is one of the library file, and then import json, because my data set in the form of json. Okay, json. And then I need to use from nltk like stemming. Okay, so stemming is nothing but cutting of words. So here I'm importing a stem. Okay, so from stemming I'm importing an word lemtizer. Okay, so it takes some time because nltk is a vast package. So nltk stem. Okay, 1 second. Once I will check whether it's properly going on YouTube. Okay, it's going. So see here importing after stem I need to import wordnet lemtizer. Okay, so about lemtizer, nothing but we need to neutralize the word, so we are importing the lemtizer. And then here I am okay, so here I am creating the lemtizer variable. Okay, so like this. Okay, lemtizer equal to here I want to save my lemtizer function. Okay, so these are the package I am using for just try nltk purpose and some other purpose. So next one I am importing for what is that, to training a model I need some package. Okay, sorry, to build an algorithm I need some package. So here I'm using numpy as np, and then from keras. Okay, from keras I want to import a model. Okay, as usual we need to build a model of linear model, so I am calling a sequential function. Okay, so it takes some time because now only I am started with keras, so it takes some time. Wait for some time, it will be suggest the word from keras what want to import. Otherwise you can directly type it, not a problem. Model import. Okay, sequence. better we need to use like this. Still is loading means you can use like this also, import keras. Okay, so after importing keras, we can build a sequencer. Sequencer. Okay, so after sequencer I need to add some other packages also, like layers. Okay, so to build a model I import a sequencer, but within that model we need to build some layers. Okay, so for that purpose I am calling a layers. In layers import dense. Okay, so dense is nothing but to fully connect a layer we need to use. So after that activation function, weight calculation and dropout to reduce the neurons, and then from keras I'm importing a final optimizer. Okay, so optimizer, if you are getting any accuracy result, if you are getting any lower amount of accuracy loss, you can use this optimizer to improve. So optimizer I am using HED, and then some package, random package. So why I am using random package? If I am to store some questions here. Okay, so whatever questions, hi there, how are you, like this I will give any input to the chatbot. Means in this, here I'm having some different answers will be there. Okay, so any answer will be give as a replay. So for that purpose I'm using random. Okay, so here running the random shell, then now it's run. Then I am creating some packages, creating some list, that is empty list. The empty list number one is words and number two is classes. Okay, classes, and then uh, documents. Okay, so about this I will tell you what are the users. Okay, just I'm creating a some empty list. Just to remember about this list, at coding time it will be easy to understand. Okay, so ignore underscore words. So these are the some here I am passing some ignore words like question mark, or uh, like that we need to ignore. Okay, so if your question have question mark or exclamatory symbol, it will be won't take. Okay, it will be ignored. Okay, so for that purpose also I am ignoring some words. And then here I am creating one data file. Okay, so what is the thing is, here I am having a data set. So if you see here also I am having a data set, that is intents.json. And then about intent.json I already told to you, we have a tags. Okay, and within the tags we have a patterns and response. Okay, so if it is a greeting type of tags, okay, it will be check what type of word you are entering into the chatbot. Okay, so if you are entered into the chatbot, hi there, it will be take here response any answers, either hello, thank you for asking, or good to see you again. Any answer it will be automatically give as a reply. So this is the data set we are using here. And then so I need to read those data sets. So for that purpose I am using open function. Using open function I am calling my intent.json. Okay, so I want to read. Okay, so read function I am using. Okay, so now my intent.json will be intent.json file will be reader, and then it will be stored in data file variable. Then next I am using intents, one variable. Within that variable, using JSON function, I am loading my JSON file. Okay, using JSON function, JSON dot load. Okay, load my data file. Okay, so now you will be get an idea. So if I print the intents, what you will be get, you can understand, you can check it. Intents, see here. So if I print the intents variable, so my data, all the tag and greeting, my whole JSON file data will be reader within this cell. Okay, so that is the use of intent. Okay, so here I'm put it in comment because I don't need this one printing. And then now everything is reader. Now I need to use some word tokenizing method and some append method to splitting my what is that, tags and data into class and variables. Okay, so I already told to you, if you take an any machine learning or deep learning, if you want to train any algorithm, we need features. Okay, we need some data. For those data we need some class or labels. Okay, so for example, if we have a example I am telling, if it is a sentiment analysis topic, means we need to find whether it's a negative review or positive review. Okay, so if I give any data, the algorithm want to tell which a negative or positive. Okay, so like same thing only, if you are giving any question to the chatbot, okay, so it need to find the tag. Okay, what type of tag you are asking, whether it's a greeting tag or whether it's a goodbye tag. Okay, other you want to check like that. So after checking those tags, then it will be give the answer to you. Okay, so we need to split those tags. Okay, so for that purpose I'm using for. Okay, using for loop I am calling intent. Okay, so intent is different, intents is different. Okay, so here I am calling only intent, then in here I am passing a intents. Okay, so within that intents I am passing the variable like this. Okay, so what it will be happen. Okay, if I print, I'm just telling you, if I print the intent, see what is the output it's going on. See what I am printed before, I just viewing it, but you can see all the tags of greeting will be comes into the one file, and then like this it will be separated, each and everything is separated. Okay, so next what I will do means, I will do move for next thing. Wait a minute, I will check for indentation whether it's correct. Okay, so next I will use again another one for loop. Okay, in this for loop what I will do means, I will collect only a patterns. Okay, only a patterns in intent. Okay, so that is in in intent I am having a separate file. Okay, in this separate file I will collect only a patterns available in the intent world. So I am passing the intent. Okay, so in intent I need to take only a patterns. Okay, so see here patterns, here patterns. Okay, so this patterns, after this pattern I am having some questions. Those questions will be iterated to this variable, and then it will be stored. Okay, so for that purpose, if you want means, you can check using print statement pattern. See here. Okay, so here I will do, otherwise you can use like this also for your understanding, like this. Okay, see here, either pattern, first pattern, second pattern, third pattern. So like this you can check the patterns, sorry, you can take the patterns in the what is that, data set. Okay, so now I taken the separate patterns. So using this pattern I want to do first word tokenizing. Okay, so word tokenizing, everybody will know what is the use of word tokenizing. Okay, so we just want to split the each and every white space, that is, if you have a paragraph, it will convert it into each and every word. So as usual, same thing only I will do using NLTK. Okay, NLTK dot word, word tokenizing. Okay, so here you need to use word tokenizing, and I am passing a pattern. Okay, so after I am passing the word tokenizing pattern, I will pass words dot extend. Okay, so extend is nothing but if it is any tuples or any list type, anything is there, any other list type or tuple type or string type, it will be compressed into single. So that is the use of extend function. So here I am passing the before that I need to do like this also, w is equal to and then w. Okay, so like that also we can do. So here I will passing the w. Okay, so if I run the chat, wait a minute. Okay, so if I run the shell, what it will become output is it's loading, so it's run. Okay, so if you try to print w, what is the output? See here. So hi there. Before that, if you print an like pattern, if you try to print pattern, okay, what is my output? Like this one is there. Okay, hi there, how are you? Okay, so using extend and using word tokenizer, what I am doing is just converting into the list and then doing word tokenizing. See here. So this is the uses of word tokenizing and extend. Okay. So now what is the next step is, after I am doing this word tokenizing and extend, I need to divide my tags. Okay, that is, I need to find my classes. Okay, I need to find my classes. Okay, so for that purpose, what I am doing is just next line. In those next line, I am creating some variable documents. So documents, everybody will know what is documents. Okay, it's just a empty list. Within this empty list, I am passing the w. Okay, I am passing a w, then intent, that is all the tags in intent. Okay, so just passing. Then after that I am using if loop. In if loop I will use, I am taking using if loop, I am taking what are the classes available in intent. Okay, so class is important because then only it will be predict the exact answer. Okay, so using tag and not in classes. So see one thing here, I already I need to check the tag that is not in classes. Okay, so classes I already created. Okay, not in classes means now it's empty only, so automatically it will be add. Okay, so if you are adding a new tag in your data set, so it will be check it again automatically. So if it is not, tag is not available, it will be add, otherwise it's available, it won't add. Okay, so for that purpose, using empty list only I am checking, again using empty list only I am appending. Okay, so intent, in this I am passing a tag. Okay, so after I am done this, next I will move on to out of the for loop. In this I am creating a words. Okay, I am doing lemtizer dot lemtize w dot lower function, that is converting all my data into the lowercase, and then here you can directly in straight line you can write a for loop. Okay, so that is the one of the advantage in Python. So here I'm over for loop, and then if loop, creating a if loop. In this I am passing not in ignore words. Okay, so what is ignore words? I already given. Okay, that is question mark and something, question mark and I think exclamatory. Okay, so I given the words, and then next I need to sort the words. Okay, so words equal to sorted, then passing my list. Okay, then after that next one, classes equal to sorted, open bracket, listed, then set. Okay, so here I am just converting my classes words into one variable, that is words variable, and all the classes will be into another one variable. So here I am using lemtizer and then using for loop. Okay, so I am just converting all my words into lemtizer function. After converting this lemtizer function, I am passing my all the data. Okay, so this data will be uh, passed to this. Okay, and then if I run the cell, here list, after that set. Okay, set. So we need to close it. Now we run the cell, attribute error, str object does not lower. Okay, so here I made a spelling mistake, lower, 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 running the cell, it's running. Let's see, it's run, yeah, it's run properly. So if I display the words, you can see what is the output. See, so these are the output. Each and every output will be stored here, that is data will be stored here. And then if you check the output of class, you can see here I will get a class totally like tags. Okay, so these are the total classes available. Okay, so based on these tags, that classes only, it will be give the response. Okay, so for example, if you see goodbye, so this is one type of tags available in goodbye. Okay, so it will be check response any answer in this output, that is in this response data. Okay, so that is the use of classes. Okay, so now I am getting classes and response data. Okay, so what I will do means I will show you some, I already created a documents. Okay, document words and then ignore words classes. Okay, now we see the classes, what is the classes available, and then let we see about document and words. Okay, so because I already created an empty list. Okay, if you want to see length of the document, how much the length is 94. Okay, so if you want to see the document, you can see, just erase it and see the document. So here you can see I'm having a hi, there is a greeting, that is question. Okay, and then result, it's a greeting word. Question, how are you, it's a greeting. So greeting, it's a classes, that is question comma class, question comma class. Okay, so like this I am having an based on this only algorithm will be trained. Okay, so for example you can see here look up hospital detail. Okay, so this is for hospital search tag. Okay, so if we see the output data set, hospital tags, sorry, hospital search tag only is there, right? here you can see look up for hospital. Okay, so please provide the hospital name, location, like that it want to replay. That is the uses of this one document. Okay, so if you want to see about the classes, we already seen totally we have how many classes. I will cut this cell because it's too long. Totally we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 classes. Okay, so 9 classes will be there. And then we have lemptized word. Okay, so lemptized word that will be stored in words. Okay, so this is our what we done with before that. Okay, so next what the thing I want to do means in my here you can see here I'm having a Python file, JSON file, and my untitled IPYNB file. Okay, so these are the PPT and images. So just I postpone to that. So this one you can see. Understood. Okay, so we have only 3 files. Okay, so if I want to take this all the file into pickle file, means you can use pickle. Okay, so pickle I already told to you to dump that data. Okay, so here I am using pickle dot dumping my all the classes. Okay, so pickle dot dump all my words and classes into one pickle file. Okay, so here open, first time opening the pickle file. The pickle file name is words. Okay, so because I want to dump the words in what are the data available in words variable, I want to dump that one into pickle file. So I am creating one pickle file dot pickle and then comma wb. Okay, so if I run the cell, you can see the output here. See here word.pickle file. Okay, so it's dumped as a one pkl file. Okay, normally all the words will be stored in this file only. Okay, so like same thing I need to do for next one, that is document. Okay, just I am copying and pasting. Instead of that I am using classes I want to do. So classes and then changing my classes. Okay, so wb is nothing but write the pickle. If you want to read the means r. Okay, so here it's run at the cell, so you can check the file class. Okay, so here I made a spelling mistake, otherwise we will delete that one. Okay, again we will run it, it's not a problem. CLASSES. Okay, so again I am running classes. Okay, so this is what I dumped my data set. Then I am creating the one list, that is training list. That we move on to algorithm part. Okay, so training and then output. First is empty. Okay, first output is empty. After that only we'll move on to length of the class. Okay, so now I created like this. Then here I am creating a for loop. Okay, so in this wait a minute, I will check for, let's take some time to type. So here I am having a next words. Put list output, and then next thing I want to do. Okay, so here I will train my data like DOC. Okay, in document So I'm calling the document list, and then here all the words will be taken into one bag. So here I'm creating the empty pattern underscore words. I can just, if I have code, I will copy that one because it takes some time. Like backup words. I think here it is starting. Yes. So we can take this one and then we can paste it. Okay. So here you can see after this next one is document. From document I am reading my data. That is here I am increasing the words backwards, but it's an empty list. Then after that I am using a pattern words, that is tokenize the words using pattern. Okay, according to the pattern I am tokenizing the words. After tokenizing the words, lemtizer is just neutralizing the word, and then next thing here I'm just appending my data. Okay, so I already created a backwards. In this I'm just appending my data. Here you can see output is a 0 for each tag and 1 for current tag. Okay, so 0 means output, that is each tag is 0. If it is a 1 means that is current tag. Okay, so like that I am training my shuffling my data set and training the, I'm having a totally two data, that is X train and Y train. So X train we have a patterns and in Y we have a intents. Okay, so I'm running the cell, getting error number is not defined. Okay, so before which line I am getting error is 7th line, right? Lemtizer. Here before that what lemtizer I am using, just I want to change that one because our variable is different. Here its variable is different, so training data is created. Okay, so once you can check, I am creating one for loop, I am creating one back empty list, and then I am doing all my words for lemtizer, and then I am passing the words into the back of words, and after that I am creating a class file. That is, if it is a 0 means each tag, 1 means current tag, and then I am shuffling all my data and I am dividing my data set into two types, that is train X and train Y. Okay, so now train data set is created. Next we will move on to next one, that is model. To dump the model. So here already I imported the models, sequential model. In sequential model I am model dot add. Okay, so I want to add, wait a minute, if I run the cell means it will be give the suggest. Okay, so model dot add. Okay, so we need to add dense layers. Okay, so dense layer means the starting layer is 128, and then input shape. Okay, input shape equal to according to the length of the input. Okay, because it's a text based. Okay, we can't predict how much length. So here I am according to the giving data, the length of the data will take. Okay, that is train X 0. Okay, that is each output, and then after training, then next thing is activation layer. Okay, I am calling the activation layer. So activation, as usual, Relu is one of the famous one. Relu layer I am using. Then after that, model dot add. Okay, so here I am using dropout layer. So just I want to reduce my output. Okay, so how much I want to reduce my output means 0.5. 0.5 is nothing but 50% of output I want to reduce. Okay, after that I am creating again one model. Okay, in this model I am adding a dense layer. Okay, that is 64. Okay, before that 128, now it's 64. Then again activation function, same thing, reload. Okay, so next thing, model dot add. Here again dropout. that is I want to reduce even more 0.5. So what is the output I am get it in second hidden layer. So those second hidden layer output will be reduced into 50%. Okay, so after this I will be move on to final model, that is output model. In this I want to predict the output, what type of what type of response the chatbot want to give. So here I am passing the length of train y. Okay, so train y and then 0. Okay, 0 is the current state. Here I am using activation function, that is softmax. Okay, softmax. Okay, so now I running the cell. After I am running, okay, length text no keyword argument. Okay, length train y text no keyword argument, type error. Okay, so activation length y. Okay, here we need to close. Yeah, it's run. Okay, so now I build my training model. So now it's trained. Next thing, just I want to save this data as a hardcat h5 file, that is h5 file, because the trainer I already stored my datas. Okay, that is using pickle. I already stored my datas. Okay, that is word in separate pickle and class in separate pickle. But next I want to train my algorithm, that is now I created one algorithm. I want to train that algorithm. After training the algorithm, I want to save my trained algorithm into one type. Okay, so that is the important one. Here I already imported a sgt activation function. Using that sgt, okay, I am passing some variable equal to 0.01. okay, and then dk. Okay, dk equal to 1e minus 6. Okay, so like this I am passing. Then momentum, so this is one of the activation function. Momentum equal to 0.9 and then nest. True. Okay, so here I am running the HDN syntax error. Sorry, here m is there. Okay, so after this I will be move on to model dot compile. Okay, so here I am adding a last function. So last function as usual categorical. We have different type of last function. Here I am as usual using categorical cross entropy. Okay, next thing optimizer. So optimizer I will use, already I defined my optimizer, that is sgd. Okay, I am just passing my optimizer. Then metrics. So metrics is to get an accuracy result and loss result. I need only accuracy result, so you can get an accuracy result. Okay, so then I am running the cell. The compile also done. Now it's time to train my algorithm. So for that purpose I am using an variable train. Okay, so here train is my variable. Then model dot fit. Okay, so fit is the function to train my algorithm using np dot array. Okay, I am passing a train x and then comma same code only, np dot array for train y. So just copying and pasting, and then train y Okay, then epoch size, number of iteration, epochs equal to 200, anything. Okay, like 210 also not a problem. Then batch size. Okay, so batch size, how much amount of data need to take each and every iteration, 5. And then this and are some of the verbose equal to 1. Okay, so here I trained my model. Okay, I initialized my model, so now my model is ready to train. So I'm running the cell. Let's we check. It's, see here, it's running, I think. Oh yeah, it's running. Okay, so 210 times it will be iterated each and every data, and then we will get the accuracy result also each and every iteration. See here, my first iteration accuracy result is 0.1. okay, so next some few iteration is 0.18. okay, so this is the use of deep learning algorithm. Okay, so how much you are getting a loss value, you will use loss function, it will be improve the accuracy result. Okay, so here I will show you we are getting accuracy result something good only. Okay, like 0.7 or 0.74. so it's nice one, nice accuracy result only. So it's trained, my model is trained. After that I need to save my model, because using those model only algorithm will, our input data will be predicted. So I want to save my model. Okay, so for that purpose I am using model.save function. In this I am using chatbot underscore model. Okay, h5. okay, so here I am passing my model name. What is my model name? Train. Okay, train is my model name. So using this I will pass here. So this train, what are the data available in train? Okay, so it will be dumped as a h5 file, .h5 file, and then run the cell. It's run. Okay, so if you move to the file path, you can see here chatbot underscore model.h5 file. So now everything is done. Okay, that is classified also done, intents also, sorry, words also done, and the trained models also done. Now we need to connect with GUI part. Okay, so I want to open my GUI using a notepad++. Okay, so I already have a code of GUI. Okay, just after this webinar I will upload this GUI file on Python file in Google Drive. You can download it. Okay, so here you can see I am using chatbot.model file for my model. Okay, sorry. Okay, here I am having a chatbot.file, and then again I am saving intent and word.pkl file and classes.pkl file. So this is my GUI part. I want to run this GUI part to check whether the code is executed perfectly or not. Okay, so for that purpose I am using an Anaconda prompt. I opened an Anaconda prompt. Okay, so using Anaconda prompt I want to check, but before we are using Anaconda prompt, I need to change my environment, because Keras will be installed in my new environment only. So I am going to activate my new environment. So for that purpose I am using activate new. Okay, this is my new environment created, installed in Keras and TensorFlow. So I am not using a base root, I am using a new environment. Okay, so here I am running my Python shell, Python, and what is my name? Sorry, before that we need to move to request respected path. Okay, so here you can see user admin. Okay, so we need to change to the folder name of desktop, webinar and chatbot. Okay, we need to move to particular file path, so we need to change our file path name. So cd place paste. Okay, so after that enter. So now I changed to the respected path. So here I am having a code of chat GUI. So I want to run the code of chat GUI. So Python chat GUI. So here you can see chat GUI.py. So I'm running the code. Let's check whether it's running or not. Okay. Still it's loading. Wait for a few minutes or few seconds. Using TensorFlow as backend, so we need Keras and TensorFlow packages. So because I build a simple neural network, that is artificial neural network algorithm, so still it's loading. Wait for a few seconds. Otherwise, let's see about GUI part. So here you can see I'm using an same about tokenization Keras model and load model. So here I'm loading my chat.model.h5 file, and then what are the JSON file and pkl file I'm reading here. Then after that, here I'm passing all the data. So it takes too much time. Here I am giving the chatbot both chat and how it will be look like. So see here, now it's open. Okay, now it's open. So this is the chatbot. Okay, so here it's asking the code, asking some questions. Okay, so we will take the questions from here also, here itself. Let's check whether it's properly giving questions. I'm giving a question, how are you? Okay, how are you? Sending how are you? Okay, it's not replying. Otherwise, wait a minute, I will run for cd space and paste the path. Okay, and then Python GUI. List index is out of range. We'll check for another one code. So here you can see GUI part, like hello world. So here the title, so you can change the title, and then what is the color, you need to use white color, and then like this you can check. So these are the scroll bar size and chat log size. So this is creating GUI with tkinter. Okay, so tkinter is one of the library package. We can use this one. So here also again it came. Let's check. Sorry, we'll check for any questions like bye. Okay, see you later. Any pattern. So it's loading. So I am passing a bye. Okay, so it's getting see you. So here you can see you is one of my response. Okay, so if I want to check for any output, like here I'm having a question, I want to search for blood pressure result history. Okay, so I will copy this question, but I will copy the question for some of the half of the question I will copy and check. Okay, how it will be giving question answer correctly or not. So please provide the patient ID. So what is the response? Please provide the patient ID. Yeah, it's giving correctly. Okay. So if I giving some of the related question also, okay, in patterns, it will be give properly. Okay. So let's we see any other questions like pharmacy search. Okay, so list of pharmacy nearby, please provide the pharmacy name. List of pharmacy, otherwise we will check for only pharmacy nearby. Okay, we will check for this one, pharmacy nearby. Please provide the pharmacy name. So the response is please provide the pharmacy name. Okay, so so guys, this is the output. Still now past 1 hour we are checking. So now we got the output. Let me check for thank you, thank you, thank you anytime. Okay, so anytime we are getting an output. So this that's it guys. Okay, so today we develop an uh, nice chatting with you. Bye. Okay, so I'm giving nice chatting with you. Have a nice day. Okay, so have a nice day. So about so that's it guys. If you have any doubts regarding this webinar, you can ask it in comment box. I will why is it taking time to load. So that under TensorFlow side we can't do anything. So any other doubt regarding this webinar, you can post it in comment box. And one thing about this, what is that? About attendance links, we will provide you each and every time in comment box also, and description link also. You can check the link and check it for attendance link. And if you are like this video of designing of intelligent chatbot using machine learning and deep learning, please hit a like button. And if you are new to this channel, please if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and hit a bell icon. Okay, so daily like this webinar session we will conducting daily 2 webinars, morning 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. and then evening 4 to 6, sorry 4 to 5. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel, it will be useful for us. And then if you are like this video, please hit a like button. After this webinar I will upload the some of the files in drive. Okay, you can just see the description of the link. I will upload it. Okay, any other doubt? And one thing I want to tell about, thanks to towards data science website. Okay, thanks for this code on how to integrate with your website. This is just a desktop application we created, not for web application. Nice for you. Okay, so thank you guys. I like to some other thing I want to tell you about conclusion. This is the end of the session. Okay, I like to tell about some other things. My PPT is not loading. Wait a minute. So a result, we developed a chatbot using deep learning, and we are covered with all the session references towards data science. This is important. Okay, and then thank you by Kamalesh S. If you have any doubt or anything regarding this, you can contact me on hyd.java@pantechmail.com. And if you want to know about upcoming events and upcoming any further more information, you can WhatsApp this number. If you are a Telegram new to If you have a Telegram, you can search it for channel pantechelearning. And then thanks. If you want any internship or any other webinar like this, you can contact those 3 numbers and they will provide you, they will help you. Okay, so thank you. I hope everybody will enjoy this session. Thank you to one and all. It's signing off from Kamalesh. Bye.